Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
What's good, y'all? This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and just trying to keep my promise. Yeah, I really had no idea what I was going to talk about, so I'll retitle this when I get done. But let me shout out to people who were in the chat earlier. Phil, Brad, RPM, Forever Blessed, Carlton Way One. Then now we got Chaos Reign, Black Light Revelations 2. Carlton Way 1 is still here. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. Let me give some shout outs. Yeah. At first it didn't happen, but yeah, it happened. The serial disliker has struck again. Boy, I tell you. I'm gonna be real short tonight, so I don't know if I should play that PSA, but I'm gonna play it anyway. So here y'all go. You know, we you never know who's in the replay gang, but shout out to the replay gang. Anyway, so here you go.
A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we trying to come up with content every day. Sometimes that shit be tough, man. So I'll do my best, man. I will do my best. So saw a couple of images today and made me think about, you know, it did make me think about what I was gonna talk about. First of all, did Hulk Hogan really appear at the Republican National Convention? That shit is hilarious. I mean, I saw an image of him tearing off the shirt and everything, you know. And then first thing I started thinking when I saw this was um, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. It's like, wow. I mean, politics could not be more of a joke than they are. You know, I don't know, man. This year is kind of weird, and I don't know. It's just it created this indifference within me. It just did. I mean, I don't know if I should care more about politics or care less, but I just always tell the black man it's important that that we do what we can to make sure that everything that we decide aligns with our interest, and that's all. Man, that's all I've ever said on this channel. Carlton, what you want? I wonder who's hitting the dislike button. Yeah, it's every night. It's like I set up this broadcast kind of late, so is I've been setting up all the broadcasts kind of late and kind of at the last minute, and I get a dislike within 10 minutes. I guess this one was kind of late, so the person didn't catch it at first, but when I went on there, they finally caught it. So this is definitely a person who has their notifications on. Possible subscriber. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I knew who it was, and sometimes I hope that person would hit the link during the smoke show because they're probably watching right now, or they'll be in the replay game. I said that PSA is necessary, sadly. LOL. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, LMAO, Hulk, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan should have been there along with Chael Sonnen and Ryan Garcia. It's a races stick together. But, I was just wondering for all of you guys, what are y'all going to do if Trump wins? What are people going to do when Trump wins? Is it going to be the same amount of fear mongering that I experienced in 2016? Because I was sick that day. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like when Trump won, I was sick because I had fell for all the fear mongering. It's like, gloom and doom, the end of the democracy as we know it. We're gonna be back in slavery. They would say every fucking thing, and like none of it happened. It's not like I have this huge belief system in presidents and such, and all of a sudden white men are good or anything like a lot of these folks doing with Donald Trump. But I just have an indifference to it. And I know it's important to some of you guys. And I don't dismiss politics altogether. So I don't want you guys to believe that, I just don't think that voting is important. Voting is important. It is. It's just that we don't treat it as a sound decision. We treat it as an emotional decision. And I'm never I'm never the one to try to treat it like it's an emotional decision. So however I vote this November, I will vote it. Man, I will use my right to vote. And a lot of people can say that people died for you to have that right. I mean, of course. Okay, whatever. Said we'll hear people saying if Trump wins, I'm moving to Canada. LOL. Good luck with that. I'm not saying that Canada is a bad place, but go right ahead and relocate. It's about all we can. I mean, do what you feel the need to do within your financial capabilities. No one is stopping you. So just please, like as you walk in to this show, please hit that like button for the algorithm. It's the freest thing you can do. Let me shout out the members real quick. The members of the channel, you guys make it happen. Every month with your support. I really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and shout you out. We got Greg, Aaron T, Bill Brad, Gone for Milk, Indigo Flow, D Rock 10, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, D Scott, Yamcha 11, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Black Light Revelations 2, Revelator the Spirit of Variance, Forever Blessed, Detroit 313, and the Builders Table. Thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. You don't have to do it. You want to do it. So, hey, awesome. Say we had 4 years of Trump and 4 years of Biden. Within that 8 years, there's been an equal lack of aggressive self-starting in business, political organization, to be able to have more influence. Yeah, those people say they're moving to Canada. We'll pack up and immediately drive south. Yeah, I don't know what's down here that's so great. I mean, I like it. Shoot, hot as fuck down here now. I mean, it was hot today. Like, why is it so damn hot? Yeah, shit. But anyway, yeah. What are y'all gonna do if Trump wins? You gonna jump out of buildings? You gonna become the next meme? I mean, you gonna scream to the top of your lungs like old girl was in the skull cap. Boy, that was funny as shit. And guess what? I'm willing to bet she's still alive. Yeah. I mean, say when I say South, I mean New Mexico, not Canada. They aren't that bright. Oh boy, Mexico. Yeah. I saw this question earlier today. It was like, can you think of a country that doesn't have an A in it? I ain't even think of Mexico. So if somebody says that, just go ahead and say Mexico. Uh, anyway, yeah, man. So just wanted to come to y'all real quick. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be off in the next few minutes. Gonna get me some sleep. Just had a load day today. Uh, what could motivate someone to do content every day? And I've been doing content every day for the past couple weeks, and it's got to be a passion for it. I would say you got to have a passion for this. You got to have a willingness, and you got to want to do this kind of thing. What up, coffee? Uh, yeah, you got to want to do it, man, and you got to put your heart and soul into it. I mean, I know some of us got regular jobs. Some of us, got better things to do than to be on social media all day. But shit, for those of I find it very interesting. I find it to be a challenge, so to speak, because it seems as if I'm in another rebuilding stage. I mean, it's okay to be cool. It's okay to be cool with bigger content creators, but bigger content creators are bigger content creators for a reason. They worked hard to establish their own place. I guess I have to do the same. And sometimes associations can hurt your brand, because then I mean, not to say there's something completely wrong with it, but when you have bigger content creators supporting you and such, it's just that their following comes along with that. And if you do anything to piss that person off, then that following can very well stop frequenting your shit too. And sometimes that can suck. Sometimes it is cool because in that instance, you see who's really real and who isn't. And I think that's a truth that a lot of people don't want. I mean, I got to be honest with you. Uh, Despite the fact that I might get dismissed in, certain things like smoke shows and such, when people challenge me or whatever, and they have their following and such. Uh, what I was about to say. I mean, I'm just saying I gotta admit that although I'm not afraid, then it's hard to get those people's attention. So uh, the thing is for me is to find at least 100 more people like you guys. That's what it is. I've been here long enough. Um, you know, this is this is what I look like without the support of a bigger content creator. So it's I got some work to do. I got I got some work to do. I mean, this is the reason why I'm going on every day, just to show you guys that I care. You know, it's, they said there's a level of gaslighting and lying to the audience upon their demand that comes with social media. I'm not willing to commit to that causes issues for growth. He said, I find that when you live in the shadow of someone else's dream, jealousy comes into play, and that's what people do for you will be thrown in your face. Yeah, I look at how some people praise certain content creators and they turn right back around and shit on them. You have your own identity and your own brand. I think we all have a variety of style. Yeah, variety is the spice of life. Why would I want to be like anyone else or be subservient to anyone else? That's just not who I am at the end of the day. And maybe, just maybe, I was not being who I am, and certain audience members can pick up on that. So, I'm not one to really try to cause a stir up just for some attention. But, sometimes stir ups can be fun depending on the situation itself. So yeah, just like I said, just wanted to come to you guys for a few minutes. Keep my promise of everyday action. I am working on a couple news stories for my News Without the WS channel. Um, yeah, I'm at 154 subs on that, and that's been like for a long time. So it's time for that channel to grow too. Um, yeah, if you're on this social media thing, if you are a content creator, especially a black man content creator, my suggestion is you take it as far as possible. You know, be your authentic self, and that's gonna be the hardest road to take, being your authentic self, because you know it. Because I mean, you know, we're not a dumpster fire over here. So yeah, I saw some O'Shea new stuff. He has the tools, but he do too much clowning. O'Shea has a production team. He has people that are willing to edit for him. All he basically has to do is talk and get on camera somewhat. He probably got people writing scripts for him. And his delivery, his unique delivery, is probably what's keeping him afloat. But I definitely don't blame him for wanting to go after the money. I mean, sometimes this community stuff, sometimes this manosphere stuff can be hard to deliver. Without certain criticisms and vitriolic disdain that goes with it. Um, but one thing is though, like my thing is about Black Manosphere is I want it to be something real. I don't want it to be something that just something for branding and marketing and identity. I already have an identity. My name is Kevin. Uh, I don't need a space per se for identity. No content creator should need a space for identity. Your identity is how you deliver on your channel. Because see, although, like I said, I see someone like Rob on Black Light Revelations 2, he has his own identity. Like, when you're on his channel, you're at Black Light Revelations 2. So I mean, that's very good. That's a very good thing because he has his own identity. He doesn't have to relegate himself or commit to some form of being a character. That's exactly who Rob is. Some of these channels, when they say Black Manosphere it's and I hate to be this way, is bitches, bitches, bitches. What's going on in this community? Who get to fuck things up again? Let's prove that people made the lesser choice through governmental ways. My deal has always been about human goddamn choice. It's like the choice, just because a choice is put before you does not mean that you have to make that choice. And what you're dealing with is just a bunch of foul people at the end of the day. So yeah, you can't just sit there and just try to create or try to perpetuate a problem just so you'll have something to talk about. That's why I've been like kind of reflecting lately. Is like you can always come up here and complain and be negative, or you can be positive and you could have a better delivery. Um, is in fact you can talk about current events as well instead of just focusing on people themselves because like I told y'all, the only person that I have to focus on at this point is Kev, and making things better for Kev and better for this channel and better for the people who want to be here, you know, instead of trying to gain some superficial flunky audience that's only there to watch me talk about things, just not to if I disagree with somebody, of course, if someone is being what they like to call toxic, of course, I will do everything I can to push back on that. And this is for the betterment of black men on this platform, you know, primarily. I mean, women can come through if they want. I mean, they come through, listen, they can come through, learn, allow me to teach them something if that's what is happening or not. You know what I'm saying? Who's learning from this channel? There are claims that people have said that they've learned from this channel. But, when someone says they've learned from this channel, that only sets the tone that have to take content creating more serious. You know, if someone is actually saying that they're learning from you, I mean, I take those kinds of comments very seriously, and I do not want to fuck that up. If I have the opportunity to actually teach something and articulate it to you to give you a better idea, then I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've done what I'm supposed to do. I did a story on a guy named Christopher Emmanuel who won his child custody case because his wife wanted to give the child up behind his back to adoption without him knowing. And in SC, it is against. You talk about SC, you talking about South Carolina? And in SC, it's against the law. So I am into good outcomes, successful outcomes. I like the story you did about the female correctional officer. Oh, okay, on the news channel. That wasn't a very good outcome for her. I mean, but it's just anywhere where I can be creative. I could take this little editing app that I got, do some type of a short story. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going for the most visually appealing, but give you something to look at while I give you my perspective. No, that's rewarding. That is very rewarding right there. I mean, and people don't know how rewarding it can be. Some people would even try to say that something like that is stupid, but I try not to listen to those people, whether they are friends or family or such. I mean, you can say it's as stupid as you want it, as long as I get fulfillment out of it. That's all that matters. You should do a night where you go back over your stuff. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that, trying to parallel the news channel with this channel, just so I can do more. Make it more of a uh, drawn out subject matter, just to see how we would examine the situation ourselves. What will we do? What would have been the smarter course of action? Or, to commend anyone who has done something smart and if people do need to know about. But, exploring the mentalities of people who would set us back a few years that, you gotta understand that's kind of fun too. That's fun to do. To break down stupidity because it's like one thing that I've learned on other platforms, other social media platforms is that I love breaking down stupid. Love to make them the example of, of their own nonsense. Greg Biggs, what's good? Good to see you again. Oh yeah, thank you for the support the other night. That was real cool, man. I really appreciate that. Uh, Coffee said it's funny to go back and see how things have changed. I'm shaking in my shoes when I got in front of the camera, and it took 50 takes. Let me tell you something, man. I used to record, like when I used to record my edited stuff, and like I used to just talk straight up. I would listen to myself, and I would re-record like 2 or 3 times until I was satisfied with until I was satisfied with the final product. Because I understand that although and I'm not a professional or not the most professional, I do have to have some type of cognitive delivery. So it's not something that I take for a joke because I don't take the people who are watching for a joke. I mean, I take you guys very seriously because some of you are some very articulate guys yourself. And, when you are a content creator that treats your audience like they're stupid, um, then people will find you out because we're all adults here. We are. So here's what I'm gonna try to do for some of you. Try to get on a little earlier. Try to get on a little earlier for y'all. Oh man. Oh man. Did I just get a cash app from Greg? Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Cash app from Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs. Yeah. So let me go ahead and yeah do that for you. Thank you for the financial support, brother. That's what keeps me going around here. Besides the passion for doing this, and here you go. Yeah, yeah. Said, said nighttime is great. It's great. Kev like this, you catch the real one. Yeah, man. The reason why I go on at night is because, like I have a young daughter. Okay, although I'm a older cat, like I'm middle aged, I have a young daughter, and she likes to spend time with her pops, and that's very important to me. I mean, family is pretty cool. So I mean, the time of the days that I can spend with them, I can. But this is coffee. You're right. This is a late night show. People are going to show regardless if they are asleep or whatever. They'll be in the replay game because my replay value is pretty good. It's like people try to stay on. They'll get their live viewership. I'll cut off. I get at least 200 more views of people who can't necessarily catch the late night, but will come back. You'll also avoid beefs and trolls. Their wives make them go to bed. Man, look. Man, look. And then let me tell you something. It ain't like I ain't have, wifey problems myself. I mean, she received a phone call from a person that doxed us. And, that was very problematic for her because the person was a woman. Like she started telling all kinds of lies, saying I had sex with her, saying she held my baby. She was sending the address and text messages, started harassing my wife a little bit. I mean, shoot, so my wife's reluctancy is understood, Yeah, I mean, she's not used to stuff like that. I'm used to dealing with bullies. I mean, I understand how they work and how they function, and the last thing they ever want is for me to show up where they're at. I don't have to prove anything to anyone, but if I have to go through that much trouble just to solve a situation, I'm gonna get the job done. That's just that's that's how it is at the end of the day. What up, Gone from Milk? What's good? What up, Donnie? What up, Donnie? And what I can tell you about internet cowards. So you talking crazy bird? Well, let me Yeah, I was only gonna do this for a few minutes, but I'll send you the link, brother. Let's see. Hold on one second. Nah, this ain't really supposed to be a crazy one. Yeah. Hold on. But I'm just gonna be on for a few more minutes. But it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to come up here. Then you got people trying to, rain on your parade because they're losers. Yeah, yeah. Just because of a point of view. Shit's weird. And they try to gaslight you like you're the weird one. The man said I've been around the crazy women I be going on a BET show with who wanted to sue me for 50 million, but she was God damn, 50 million? Shit. So she stalked me for 3 years until I proved she was making false charges and she escaped from the law from getting perjury charges. Yeah, because women just want you to, we live in a climate of believe all women, so we have to be careful. Some some of them will try their best to fuck you up. So what's good, Daddy?
What's going on, Mr. Kev? How you living?
Yeah, man. I know it's pretty late, but I told the people I would deliver, so I'm
That you
delivering.
did.
Yeah. So what's
That
good,
you
man?
did.
So
Man,
say you want to.
I just happened to be up and I heard you talking about Crazy Bird and how she played them games all because you was a black man with a baseball.
With a Facebook group. Oh, I did the worst thing in the world. Some folks, man. It's like these people that don't even really know me like that, man. Shoot. But what you got to say on it? What up, Art New Stall?
Well, she cuckoo. She's still at it. She
Yeah.
recently called the police on me. She's still at, like I said, she's still at it. She recently called the police on me, told the police that I was threatening to kill her, harass her, uh, gave out her phone number to someone who was looking to kill her in an effort to have her harmed. And all of this is largely untrue. But at some point, the conversation became, well, how did he get your phone number? What she neglected or tried to leave out is, I don't have no contact with this woman, but this woman ended up sending my wife a text message offering her a job for something in the range of 190K.
Right.
My wife showed it to me. I said, nah, that shit look funny. I bet you I know who that is. Tell them it ain't you. Go on about your business. So the bitch sent 3, 4 more aggressive text messages. And then once, my wife denied it being her, she told her, oh, okay, I'll just call your job then. Which, it irritated the fuck out of me. But, it's not much. This is a crazy person we dealing with. So about 5 minutes later, this bitch calls on my wife's phone and forgets that she's calling from her actual phone, not one of them extra numbers or whatever. So the bitch number come up on caller ID.
Oh God.
So I screenshot it, dropped it off, said, yeah, this is the bitch number right here. She called when she called my wife on this day. Oh, she been running with it. So, as it stands now, I'm supposed to be on the run from the FBI, all these entities because she's obsessed with me and I don't give her the time of day. These motherfuckers are sick out here, man.
Yeah, they're losers. They ain't got nothing else to do with themselves except that. I mean, anybody to me, has an opportunity to have a good, constructive life. And if you don't choose to do it, it ain't my fault. So,
Hmm.
I mean, you bothering me because I wouldn't take your shit in a couple of Facebook comments. You got triggered that badly. I mean, you need help. You need help. You need help that, regular people can't give you. It has to be professional.
We live in a time and in an era where there's never been anything like this, right? If
Yeah.
you had disagreements um, within the last 100 years, you are able to have these long distance disagreements that can get angered and heat can really come out of it, right? People can die out of these type of these arguments in real life. So it used to not be all this. Now it's a motherfucker sitting behind a keyboard talking reckless as hell to another motherfucker behind the keyboard because you'll never meet them. But if this happened in the barber shop, at the mall, at the store, it'd be Mortal Kombat all over the goddamn place. Gunfights, sword fights, kung fu action going on. Like this
Mhm.
has never happened before. So this era has emboldened people to get up and talk when they really shouldn't talk, and say
Yeah.
wow shit when they know damn well they should just stay in their lane.
Yeah. Well, most people don't know to do that. Okay, it is 21 of you in here. Thank you for showing up at such a late hour. Please hit that like button. I only see 7 likes. Don't be disrespecting my like button. And like I said, once again, the serial disliker has struck. So it's Donnie it's like 5 minutes after I set up a broadcast. There's a dislike. There's one dislike already there. And I do have a feeling that it's the same person. It may not be who we're talking about. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I guess I pissed some folks off. I mean,
Your biggest hater is your biggest subscriber.
yeah, maybe.
We'll miss
Just
an
maybe.
episode.
Irvin Reed was good, man. Good to see you. I think I already shouted out Revelator, the Spirit of Variance. If I didn't, it was good this evening or this morning. Yeah, man. But what I was saying, man, it takes a lot to come up here every day. It does. It takes a lot because I could easily be like, nah, not today. And I know I'm gonna have to give up tomorrow night or Saturday night. Uh yeah, just some family stuff going on. So whichever one. I already said this last week, so um so just expect it, guys. But other than that, it's every night, man. It's every night. Revelator. MOT already came here and said it wasn't him. I
Wait,
mean,
what?
no, he came in the chat. He came in the chat like last week and said he doesn't dislike videos. He said it wasn't him. Not that we should believe him or anything like that, but he did come and say it wasn't him. So it's whatever on that. But whoever it is, thank you. I personally think it's a female. I mean, it could be any. It could be any female. It could be that. It could be that one that looked like she rolls downhill. That one you paid a visit that day. That shit was hilarious. And I mean, like she was snarling. And I was like that. And then people
How
that
you do that
do
there?
that,
You
they don't
get a big
realize how funny they sound. Like it is comedy gold. What up, Indigo Flow? What's good? I think it's a dude. Dudes are bitch made nowadays. I'm afraid so, man. I mean, I have an expectation for men, and a lot of men, especially in this space and adjacent to this space, they don't meet that standard. it's just a basic standard of manhood. Is just my basic standard of manhood is if you are a man on this platform, you should be able to tell people straight up how you feel. You should be able to tell people what you want them to hear. I mean, regardless of the outcome, and you ain't got to be super disrespectful with that too. But as long as you're straight up with that person and don't let shit linger like abroad or something like that, then everything is okay. But
Well, can we call a spade
people
a
find
spade?
some okay, and spade. Like, go ahead,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, nah, I mean, yeah, let's just be real. It's a lot of dudes out here who voluntarily gave up their manhood for likes.
Oh, likes.
They say
Wow.
things that they don't really truly believe. They know it's not true, or whatever the case may be, in order to get a couple likes, in the hopes that they'll get a couple YouTube followers that'll allow them to quit their job at Jiffy Lube.
Man, say I gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And
say
there's
I
nothing
gotta
wrong
do
with
it
Jiffy
some kind of
Lube,
way.
just whatever the job is. Yeah, they 9 to
Yeah,
5.
yeah. But like people try to shoot for that dream like any way they can, and I mean like shooting for your dreams is correct, but you ain't got to sell your soul. That's what we say. Anybody can deny it though. From what I've observed, anybody who threatens to plant drugs in your car just because of a disagreement is sick enough to obsess. I could be wrong. Well, you speaking facts right there, Revelator. I can't disagree with that. You know, a person who threatens to plant drugs is a mentally unstable person. And I mean, like, and the more alarming thing is the people that follow this motherfucker after hearing it. And like me
Don't he
personally,
brag on it?
huh? Doesn't
Don't
he
he
brag?
brag on that? Yeah, don't and then he wasn't he on the like on somebody's show talking about some yeah, I said it. Oh, he got real quiet after I threatened to put them drugs in his
Yeah, he bragged on it. And the same people that claim, like I said, the same people that claim to be these productive men, they claim to be these level-headed men and talk about other dudes like, we're the ones that are not level-headed and we're the ones that need to maybe go see a therapist or something. They're co-signing with this shit. And I look at them the same way they try to look at me, except for I'm successfully looking at them like that. Yeah. That man said uh I smell pussy. Okay, that's a cat emoji. Yeah, man. And like I said, I have and I will continue to say this. I have a smoke show every Sunday. Every Sunday. If you got smoke from me, if you got some type of disagreement, you can hit the link. And I mean, we can take care of whatever the issue is in 5 to 10 minutes. Or if you just want to yell and scream and call me all kinds of names on a Wi-Fi connection, you can do that too. But I give you the opening to do that. If Donnie had smoke for me. But see, the thing is, though, the difference between Donnie and a lot of these guys around here is that Donnie actually has a spine. So he wouldn't hesitate. He wouldn't hesitate. And shit, he hasn't hesitated in the past. So, but it's like everybody ain't like us. You know, if we got some bitch assness in this motherfucker. And I wish it would stop, but it's just my one dream. That black men will, actually take the man part seriously in that. So, what do you think, Donnie?
I think he's spitting facts.
No, I was just speaking. No, me and Donnie have never had smoke. I'm just saying, if Donnie did have smoke, he wouldn't hesitate. He wouldn't be like these other guys. I mean, hell, he has my phone number. He could just call and
Yeah, hey, I mean, obviously, I call you and say whatever the issue is, but yeah, a lot of these dudes is different.
Yeah, they built different, man. They didn't gave up. They want a white woman to come help them solve their problem. Which I still think is ridiculous, but whatever.
A lot of these
Man.
dudes is different. They not built. They not built like us. They not like us.
Nah, I mean, yeah. Even though I'm super tired of that Kendrick Lamar song, it's like when I hear the beat. It's like when I hear the beat, man. I'm just like, God.
Shit, it'd be going.
Yeah, but
But no, I think a lot of these dudes is they didn't have a daddy around. They never been punched in their mouth. I think that they have never been in a real fight, so they talk reckless without knowing. I've heard a lot of comments from particular people. Right? There's no need reason to name them because it's not my platform, and I don't feel like dragging Kev's show to the mud. But specifically, I've heard mud they can't fight, run out of breath from standing up too fast. But you talking about you all the niggas you gonna beat up and all the shit. They need to be punished and all this wild shit. Come on, man. Come on. But the space that we live in, I think that loudmouth, um, loudmouth niggas who are saying things that they would never say in real life, that they would never say if they had to say this in front of a group of legitimate men. And they do a lot of catty shit just because it's the internet. I really, to a certain degree, I really hate this shit. I think that we've had some great content. One of your shows being one of the content that you can consistently rely on to get a great vantage or viewpoint of what's really going on, and from a modern perspective. I say that all the time, right? And there's other ones out here, but then you have niggas who are out here saying the wildest shit ever, knowing damn well that their life is nothing like that.
no, not at all. Yeah,
They'll tell you all this hotep shit, and then come to find out they got a white baby daddy or a white baby mama. Right?
Yeah, and I'm not a real dick policeman, but you got to be an example of the shit that you're talking.
Right.
You can't tell other brothers to stand on it, and you're not standing on it yourself.
You
Let me see.
You the first one in the room talking about killer cracker.
I say, man, that's a whole side of your family. But Revelator, the spirit of valiant, said, I'm going to make a correction here for the record. I refer to the level-headed ones here in this area as the core black manosphere. If you're talking level-headed, I give you two examples: Art Newstall TV and Dr. Thunder. They're probably the most level-headed out of many in this space. They have a calm speech pattern. They don't have to yell. They're never angry with anyone. I mean, they'll say what's necessary when necessary, but they're not the type that'll just outright beef. The Roger Report Live is another one, and me and Donnie both know the Roger Report. As a person that doesn't give a fuck about what people say about him, and he just can keep consistently doing his content, and he stand on his square. We can only respect that. He ain't got time for all this childish bullshit. So yeah. So let me see. Coffee Nino said, Donnie, did you research the two clowns that were talking about parading around white brown YouTube about the black manosphere calling everyone rims? Oh, he talking about Sharon Bracey in Brownsville. Basically, RIM is an acronym for Red Pill Incel Manosphere. So they're going around calling people RIM brothers. And I basically said they won't come around here with that shit.
Brownsville. I don't know the other one. It's silly shit. It's all silly shit. Niggas in these acronyms trying to sound something fancy.
Yeah. This. I mean, it's catching on with bitter big back broads, but the ones with the big backs be the worst ones. Some of the cute ones too, but mostly them big backs. But to me, when I hear rim, I'm thinking about rim job. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to, like for some reason, it's automatically has some association with homosexuality. Yeah. So yeah, and I don't play that shit. No, don't be trying to low key like trying to slight me and try to call yourself bringing my manhood into question just because you're trying to pander to some big back good bory set of bay looking bitches. Like you can get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, the
Uh,
whole dynamic of, oh, you guys are talking about women, so I'm gonna talk about you. You guys don't do nothing but talk about women, black women all day. I'm gonna do nothing but talk about you all day. You guys are less of a man. I'm more of a man because I'm talking about you. Shut the fuck up.
yeah. So we're doing a roll call of content creators, Revelator, the spirit of variance, content creators such as yourself, the Roger Report, Dr. Thunder, Keep It 100. Yeah, Saul T Balls, Dr. Tia Son Johnson, Edward Anderson, and including the ones you mentioned are lead influencers. The Roger Report, Ika GME, Mr. Z, B and BBH says sheep stay sleep has never changed and are consistent and not cliquish. Yeah, sheep though, he used to be a part of the masculine mercenaries, but it since then broken away from
Oh,
them and
no.
taking his content in his own direction. So he actually created a lane for himself, which I can commend that. I had to make that video about him that one time, but I'm sure we're all past that. Ike used to be a really big supporter of this channel. I think since then he's gotten married. So let's see, Mr.
Forgot I'm
Z.
all about them niggas calling themselves masculine mercenaries. That sounds like a gay sex group.
Yeah, see, Mr. Z has always been cool. Let's see. Wouldn't Gone for Milk said, wouldn't that make them homosexual if they decide to talk about dudes all? Yeah, that's what I be saying, man. It's like y'all talking about we talk about women all day because we want women, and y'all talk about dudes all day. So what did that make y'all? Agate face? Hot Boy 95 said Ed is extra to me, LOL. The her
Word.
Yeah, Irvin Reed, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate your support of the channel. Let me do something for you real quick. Here you go. Wacky D is Sunshine. Yeah. So he says, know your audience. Your after hours time slot and style is very Art Bell, coast to coast. Lean into that strength in your replay value. Hashtag replay gang. I appreciate it, man. Do this for you real quick. Yeah. Art Bell. Let me do Art Bell. Let me research Art Bell.
Art LaBelle. It's an older cat. He used to come on the radio. It's really a West Coast thing, but he used to come on the radio late at night. He'd be doing this show all damn night, and it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Okay. Yeah, but somebody mentioned that guy to me before. So I mean,
smoothest voice on the radio at that time.
Yeah. So yes, Mr. Palmer, Shannon Rawls. Yeah, Shannon Rawls be doing a bunch of fitness stuff. He shows guys, about hit training. And Dr. T is Son Johnson. Yeah, Dr. T is very consistent. Let's see, I deem those are the main factions of the general black manosphere. The rest who share our views but are not a part of the general black manosphere or general black manosphere adjacent. Oh, okay. Yeah, but like I said, I don't try to take it as a branding or take it as a search for identity, because my identity is the person that you hear. It's like although I do support the level of black men media that this is, it will never ever be all my identity. You're gonna get Kev every time I come on the air, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, it's been about an hour, so let's see, let me do these comments and then I think I'm gonna call it a night, because
Don't happy.
yeah, let's
Another
see.
show for the record books.
Word, yeah, it's content. He said the one spreading the chaos, like the two narratives and dialogue covered in his last video, are anti general black manosphere. Yes, they're anti. I mean, if you're going to sit up there and call a bunch of problematic bitches queens all day, which is very false, and I believe black women should be insulted by that shit. But hey, I can't tell a woman how to think. You know,
Yeah,
they they
yeah.
they fall for the pandering. He said it's not branding, it's just a clear picture of who's. No, I understand your point of view, Revelator. I do understand your point of view because you are representative of the audience that frequents these spaces. So, um, since you do frequent a number of channels, you do have a very, forward thinking general scope of, who is who and who to you and to many actually represent, what, many of us are trying to do here. So, hey, just appreciate your support, especially, man. Thank you for sticking around yourself. Said Mr. Z. Yeah, Mr. Z be on it, man. I gotta give it to the brother.
That motherfucker hilarious.
Yeah. So, Donnie, anything else to say before I sign this off?
Nah, I think fellas, you listening to these content creators, be aware of the women in the chats trying to play along like they for the cause. They ain't doing nothing but try to be double agents. They trying to come in and eventually destroy your situation. I seen a chick today. She called me out, said a whole bunch of shenanigans, and I listened to it and I laughed and I thought about it and I said, you know what? This particular person is a moderator in a whole bunch of chats for black male YouTubers. We'll just leave it at that. And what I realized is that this person in her part time is really trying to ensure the destruction of black men, but plays it into the position of, and I hate using it, but she's a pick me. So watch for that. You got to watch for these dudes who's out here saying the slick shit just to get content going and get somebody to like their videos. Of course, it's these Sambo goofball niggas like Jesse Lee Peterson out here trying to say wild shit for attention and what's the dude's name, Brownsville and whoever calling people rim. Just
Yeah.
stay in your square, realize these motherfuckers is not real, and keep it moving.
Word, Donnie. Appreciate the good word. Yeah, and in closing myself, I will continue to bring my unique style of content. I will continue to do that, and to always be to always be who you guys have came to know and came to appreciate. And and I have no problem with that. I mean, even though I said in the past that I would love to make some money off of this, it has to be me being my authentic self. So I really do appreciate you guys for supporting me in that manner. Is I care about the real ones, more than anyone. So thank you guys for chilling with me tonight. Thanks, Donnie, for coming through, my habitual line stepper brother. And so on that note, I will say long live the habitual line steppers, black man. Do not give up. Go out there and win. And that's pretty much what we're all striving for. So thank you once again. Peace out and see you all next time. Peace.